Hey guys, it's Patricia Holly. Welcome back to my channel. Today is my 28 through 30 week pregnancy update. If you guys are following me, I did a first trimester and a second trimester recap. So if you guys want to check that out, I will have that link down below. Now I'm going to start doing these videos more frequently. So these are all my symptoms and everything that's been happening from 28 to 30 weeks. I hope I can get through this video and talk. And I just wrote on my notepad everything that I've been going through. Very first thing when the third trimester started happening, hormone surge. And I could just tell because I've been pretty good mood. Not too anxious, not too depressed, not crazy feeling. But yeah, once I hit the third trimester, I started getting a little bit emotional. And speaking of like hormones, that little line that I was telling you guys about on the belly, I forgot what it's called. It started getting a little bit darker, and that's due to hormonal changes apparently. So yeah, a little bit more hormonal. Sinuses, bloody noses still. Those are just annoying. And this Texas weather, it's 80 one day and then the next day it's 30 degrees. So that's not been helping. I need to start using my humidifier every single day because that really does help. Oh, I started getting headaches too, but that's part of sinuses and something else that I'm going to be talking about coming up in a little bit. TMI. I've been pooping a lot, like a lot. You're either constipated or diarrhea, or you're just pooping all the time. And fortunately, that's what I've been going through, just pooping a couple times a day. And kind of worries me because people said that's your way, that's your body preparing for labor, and I'm just way too early for that, being 32 weeks. But I did start noticing that. I don't know if it's because of the hormones. I'm pretty sure it is, that your progesterone goes back up in the third trimester. But yeah, that's not been fun, but I guess it's better than being like super constipated or having the runs. Something called the vagus nerve. I'll just put it right here. But I've had it before pregnancy. And it's just a big nerve that runs from your brain to your stomach, somewhere like that. It's an important nerve, but with that nerve, before I have a bowel movement, so embarrassing, but I get really hot and I feel like I'm about to pass out. Like I legit feel like I have the sweats and, you know, like a panic attack, what that feels like. That's what it feels like, because I guess it's sitting on the nerve, and then once I do my business, I'm completely fine. But my midwife was just explaining to me that's that nerve, baby's getting bigger, and I'm very small and petite. I don't know if you guys can see. So it's worse now that baby is taking up a lot of room. That's probably my least favorite pregnancy symptom because I hate feeling like my heart is just pounding out of my chest. And I've been having heart palpitations, but that's because I discovered I'm anemic. And once you hit 28 weeks, they like to do a couple of blood tests for anemia, check your thyroid, other stuff, the big glucose test, which I had all of that done. And I think I found out at 30 weeks, 29 weeks, I don't know when. But yeah, my thyroid was fine, but my iron levels, they were really low. So she has me taking these iron pills. I call them my green M&Ms. And it's ferrous glucosinate. I don't know. But it's a type of iron. I've taken iron before. Every single month I would take iron because I would lose so much blood. But this is more, it's softer, it's more gentle on your stomach. And she wanted me to take this 3 times a day, 324 milligram tablets, which is like 35 grams of iron, something like that, and a stool softener. But these were making me sick, and I tried it on an empty stomach with orange juice, but now I know to take it with a full meal because they do make me a little bit nauseous, but if I eat a full meal, and I like to take these at night, I'm completely fine. I was experiencing fatigue and irritability and just, I couldn't concentrate, and I just thought that was pregnancy, but the anemia has a big part. It has a lot to do with that. So if you're having any of those symptoms, definitely get checked out for anemia. I mean, they should be checking to see if you're anemic or not. It's so important because when you go into labor, you don't want to lose too much blood, and I don't know, not to scare you guys, but yeah, very anemic. So I'm going to be taking these, and they have helped a lot so far. The part that sucked. I was just beyond fatigued, and the other symptoms of the whole anemia thing. Oh, I was cold. I was really cold again and really pale, and my nails were spooning, so they were like curving a little bit. And so the blood work. Oh, and I did request a growth scan, which most of the time you will not get a ultrasound in the 3rd trimester unless you're like high risk, or you go get a private scan done. But me being a first-time mom and just my history, I wanted to get one done. I've been gaining weight like I've been supposed to, because that's been really hard with me being so tiny. But I mean, my midwife isn't concerned, and we're great on the whole gaining weight. But I did want to make sure that baby was measuring, you know, how he's supposed to be measuring. So we had the growth scan at 30 weeks, and oh my gosh, that was so amazing. I told you guys that little guy has been super duper active, which I think I'm going to do a different video on like kicks and show you guys some of his kicks. I just love it so much. They definitely hurt now. But we had the growth scan, and he's measuring in the 50 percentile, meaning he's not too small and he's not too big. He's right in the middle, which is perfect. So when he was 30 weeks, they said he was about 3 pounds, 5 ounces. And my heart, I'm so in love with him. We got the ultrasound pictures. I made this little book, and I saved all his ultrasounds, and she gave me a couple of them. Everything still looked fine. You know, we had the big anatomy scan, and he's still a boy. But there's this one picture. He's such a happy baby. Look at this. He was smiling in the picture and just grinning away. So I made copies, and yeah, I'm just so in love. So is Dad. We're just so in love with him, and I can't wait to finally meet him. Hopefully not too soon, you know. But yeah, he just smiled, and the ultrasound tech caught him doing this, and so cute. He does look a lot like his dad, but we'll see how, you know, if he's gonna look more like his dad or he's gonna look like me. But very active, very happy baby. And that just, I was just having a little bit of anxiety because I worry all the time, and the growth scan helped out a lot, knowing that he's measuring perfectly fine, everything still looks great. I'm not counting kicks, which they recommend that you do, but he's so active that I don't want to just do that and worry myself even more. Still having a little bit of insomnia. It's probably worse now because some nights he loves to lay right on my bladder, so I probably pee 6 times a night. Yeah. So those nights aren't very fun, and I usually end up going to sleep around 5 a.m. But I know it's going to be so worth it, and trying to get my beauty sleep. But when I do, I try to sleep for 9 to like 11 hours, and I don't really take a lot of naps during the day, but just making sure I don't do too much. In the second trimester, I did have a lot of back pain. I think it's because he was getting so big and my little frame just needed to get used to that, but now it's a lot better. But I have been noticing Braxton Hicks, and that started around 30 weeks, and it's not really that bad. It just feels kind of like period cramps, not even, just in like the lower region. I don't know how to explain it, but I've had it twice, 2 or 3 times this whole pregnancy. So my body is definitely getting ready, you know, preparing. Loss of appetite. I'm not really craving anything. Food just doesn't sound the greatest. I mean, of course I'm eating, but very small meals, a lot of small meals throughout the whole day. I'm not really craving anything like I was. And heartburn still the same, but even worse now. So I have to wait about 3 hours before I can go to bed, and I can never lay on my left side. You know, they say, oh, lay on your left side so you don't have heartburn or acid reflux, but I have to lay on my right side all the time at first when I go to sleep, and then in the morning I end up being on my left. And his kicks, they do keep me up sometimes. Yeah, he's happy, and he's a little night owl a lot of the times. But I think that's pretty much everything. 28 to 30 weeks. I know that was a lot, but my body is changing a lot. And the glucose test, I forgot to tell you guys that. I was really nervous about that because I've heard pretty bad stories about people passing out and not feeling good, just feeling shaky. And honestly, it was super easy, and I hope that's a good thing, because I had the test done a week ago, and you just drink the sugary drink that's like 50 milligrams of sugar, and honestly, it was not bad at all. It was like a very watered down Kool-Aid. You just chug it within 5 minutes, and then they time you for an hour, and you get your blood drawn. And the whole time I felt fine. I felt a little bit sleepy, but I didn't feel jittery or like I was going to pass out. So I think I passed it. I really hope so, because I don't want diabetes. I really don't. But like I said, they haven't called me. So whenever, you know, if I find out if I pass or not, I'll let you know in the next video, which I'm going to do videos. I'm going to try to do videos every 2 weeks now, if I can. That was my 28 through 30 week pregnancy update. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel for more pregnancy updates. I'm sorry I'm not doing as many makeup videos, but I am just so excited for the new year. I hope you guys had very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy New Year. I am so excited for 2018. I know I keep saying I'm so excited, but I really am. Subscribe to the channel. I will have a little circle right here of my picture. Subscribe, hit that, and it will subscribe you to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and if you want to check out any of my other videos, the first trimester, second trimester recap, those will be linked down below. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.